Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chair, distinguished excellencies, esteemed colleagues, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Sustainable Development Goals embody our collective commitment to progress. They serve as both a practical and moral guide to development, safeguarding our planet and leaving no one behind. In Saudi Arabia, our sustainability drive is hardwired into Vision 2030, the kingdom's ambitious transformation program. The vision set out by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman embraces the principles outlined in the SDGs. Through it, we are diversifying our economy, developing clean technologies, and fortifying environmental protection. We are elevating the living standards of our population and unleashing a spectacular wave of innovation. The visionary framework propels us towards a future where the Sustainable Development Agenda converges with our national priorities. With Vision 2030 as our guiding star, we're resolute in driving positive change, domestically and globally. When I was here in 2018, I was alongside Her Royal Highness Princess Al-Bandari bint Abdurrahman bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, a fearless pioneer of philanthropy and instigator of social change. Sadly, she is no longer with us, but her life's work continues to inspire many people in Saudi Arabia and beyond. 5 years ago, Saudi Arabia presented its first voluntary national review. Today, I can shed light on the remarkable strides we have taken in human development, economic diversification, and environmental protection. Let me take each of these in turn. First and foremost, we retain our absolute commitment to human development. We have expanded access to quality education, nurturing the potential of our youth. We are unwavering in our dedication to ensuring comprehensive access for children with special needs, with a tailored curriculum and a national network of support centers. Across the education system, there's increased emphasis on science and technology. The National Study Plan increased the learning hours per week for science, math, and digital skills. We have also established over 100 STEM centers across the kingdom to foster the skills young people will need. At the same time, we are strengthening our healthcare system. Maternal mortality rates are among the lowest in the world, at 12 deaths per 100,000 live births. Neonatal and child mortality rates are also falling to similarly low rates. We have a robust immunization program which has cut the transmission of communicable diseases. But we're also gearing up for a big battle with non-communicable diseases. Saudi Arabia introduced plain packaging for tobacco products in 2019 and increased the provision of smoking cessation services. Unhealthy foods are being taxed and currently carry more explicit warning labels as part of our drive to improve health and nutrition. The resilience of our healthcare system was most apparent during our response to COVID. With vigorous testing and rapid vaccination, the government played a pivotal role in containing the virus. The kingdom was a major contributor to COVAX, and in the aftermath, we focused on revitalizing the economy with targeted stimulus packages and more social reforms to protect the vulnerable. Our robust welfare system provides a safety net for individuals and families. A new Social Security law in 2020 moved towards a means-based approach to targeting the vulnerable, whilst the revamped unemployment assistance program supports at-risk individuals and helps them find better work. We also remain committed to assisting vulnerable communities around the world. Saudi Arabia has contributed more than $87 billion in international aid. This support has helped fund over 5,000 projects in 166 countries. And according to the OECD Development Assistance Committee, the kingdom ranked first globally in aid as a percentage of gross national income in 2021, a sign of our strong commitment to combating poverty and accelerating development in all corners of the world. But in the long run, our investment in human development will depend on our ability to diversify our economy, one of our biggest challenges. We are reducing our dependence on finite resources and cultivating new sectors to provide jobs, thereby advancing inclusive prosperity. In 2022, despite global challenges, Saudi's real GDP grew by 8.7%, ranking it as the fastest growing G20 economy. Inflation remained modest as 2.7% in June this year, while the unemployment rate in the first quarter of 23 decreased to 5.1%, reflecting a resilient labor market. Underpinning this growth is our momentum in non-oil activities, or non-oil GDP, which in several recent quarters grew at the fastest pace in the last 11 years. These economic outcomes would not have been possible without the remarkable role women have played. Female labor force participation nearly doubled between 2015 and 2022. Women now occupy almost 40% of middle and senior management positions in the private sector, They also hold 20% of the seats in the Shura Consultative Council and continue to be appointed to key government positions across the board. Lastly, our environmental policies have been strengthened rapidly. Under the Saudi Green Initiative, or SGI as we like to call it, we launched 77 programs and now have a clear environmental roadmap. Major solar and wind projects are underway in Dhahran, Dawmat al-Jandal, and Skaka. Already we have ramped up over 11 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity, and our goal is to produce half of domestic electricity generation from renewables by 2030. And we're doing well in that regard. In addition, we are committed to net zero emissions by 2060. Saudi Arabia is also becoming a hub for producing green hydrogen and aims to produce 500,000 electric vehicles annually by 2030. As well as clean energy, we are supporting biodiversity, planting 10 billion trees and protecting 30% of land and marine areas by 2030. And even our cities are playing an inspiring role, with Riyadh planning one of the most ambitious urban greening schemes in the world. Of course, both people and nature need abundant water, a huge challenge in a desert kingdom. Through significant government investments in infrastructure, including the development of desalination and sewage treatment plants, access to safe drinking water and sanitation has now reached the entire population. The kingdom is now the largest producer of desalinated water in the world, and we are leveraging this new capacity to advance research, development, and technological innovation in this and other RDI priority areas. The progress we have made across all these aspects of sustainability would not have been possible without partnerships, which is explicit in SDG 17. Saudi Arabia took the critical step in 2021 of establishing the Sustainable Development Steering Committee. This committee unites sustainability champions from the public, private, and third sectors. Together, we form a supportive ecosystem of partners, including ministers, academics, and NGOs, all committed to accurate reporting, continuous measurement, and using high-quality data to develop the right policies and plans to improve sustainability outcomes. We have not only undertaken national reforms, but also prioritized local efforts. As a testament to this commitment, Al Medina Development Authority has recently launched its first voluntary local review, capturing its local accomplishments and aspirations. Furthermore, I'm excited to announce that Riyadh City is preparing to unveil its first VLR during the upcoming SDG Summit in September. Riyadh's truly remarkable achievements are set to captivate the world when it hosts Expo 2030, inshallah, and we showcase its groundbreaking sustainability projects. These initiatives reflect dedication to fostering sustainable development at both the national and local levels. By embracing this multi-layered approach, we amplify our impact, mobilize action, and drive transformative change. Before I finish, I want to leave with a powerful quote by the Brazilian philosopher Paulo Freire, and I paraphrase slightly. The idea that hope alone will transform the world is an excellent route to hopelessness, pessimism, and fatalism. But the attempt to do without hope in the struggle to improve the world is a frivolous illusion. These profound words remind us there is a delicate balance between hope and action. We can't just set lofty goals and rely on hope to get us there. We need strong, practical steps. But nor can we just take action without the nourishment and the energy of hope. Together, thanks to the SDGs, we have a clear framework for action, and we have the right moral guidance and compass to guide us. As nations, we must continue to inspire and push each other to achieve more faster. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has proved its resilience and determination. We look back on amazing progress. We've already accomplished things that some considered challenging, even impossible. But the journey continues. This is a long way to go, and we have zero complacency. Thank you for giving us the platform to share our progress. Tomorrow we gear up work immediately for our third VNR. We will continue boldly along the route of sustainable development, the only viable pathway for our planet. Now we'd like to close with a short video to give you a glimpse of the story so far.
In today's world, everything is driven by sustainability. And in Saudi Arabia, the 17 SDGs are at the heart of its vision. At a record-breaking pace, the kingdom has achieved progress on all fronts: social, economic, and environmental. investing in infrastructure to promote connectivity, improving the education system to empower youth. When we introduce the Saudi Green Initiative, the impact will be felt for generations. When funding the SMEs reached billions, an inclusive economy was becoming a reality. And when we strive to support, we made sure no one gets left behind. Not today, not ever. We have not only made progress in achieving the SDGs, we're accelerating towards it with sustainability as the driving force, accelerating to achieve a sustainable future for Saudi Arabia and beyond.
I thank the Minister of Economy and Planning of Saudi Arabia and his team for the presentation.